The Klingon Bat'leth is a weapon that, in my opinion, falls into a type of category of weapons that are... You could get some measure of use out of them, but they are not optimized to be a truly practical weapon, which is the way I gauge if a weapon is good or bad. Now, not everyone gauges weapons on that scale. A lot of people just gauge it on, can it be an effective weapon? Could you do damage? Is it lethal? Is it somewhat usable in combat? And on that metric, yes, the Klingon Bat'leth is a functional weapon. Doesn't necessarily mean it is a good weapon when there are so many other options that are just vastly superior to it, especially if there are significant drawbacks and limitations either to its design, its utility, are there redundant elements on it, redundant spike, completely unneeded. If this was just a single blade, you would actually get much better cutting capacity out of it. Even if this hits first, it's going to penetrate to a point where the next spike hits, and that's going to stop it completely.
Yeah.
All right? The double spike is dumb. It's redundant. It's not needed at all. I am not sold on the bottom end spike in terms of as a dual kind of slashing weapon. Makes it even worse because you're now cut your reach in half, and it's like, oh, you can block like that. Yeah, you could block like blocking two-handed, pointless as well. The most functional use out of this weapon is actually use it more like a conventional axe, but then it's an unwieldy, overly heavy axe. And then there's another issue, Tyranth. How much success have we had with cutting with inverse blades? We did the reverse edge katana, which is basically an inverse curved katana, and that sucked.
Yes.
And then the maneuverability that I have over this blade versus what you have over that, like, it becomes a non-contest. A sword, especially something like a long sword, is a vastly, and I mean vastly superior optimized designed weapon that if you were to pick, if you ever were to try and pick weapons, right, and you had nearly any other weapon of similar size and configuration from the traditional roster, right, barely anyone would ever pick a Bat'leth over something else. Swords have better utility in terms of wearability, versatility, close confines. It's a better sidearm. Is there any situation where that is superior to any other weapon of similar size? You can't wear it easier?
Yeah, you can't wear this one. This one is actually...
It's trash. It is not better than an axe for armor. It's not better than a war pick or war hammer or Lucian hammer. It is, you cannot find a functional traditional weapon that you would pick the Bat'leth over.
But there still might be a way to fix the Bat'leth, which we do in the full-length video, and that is embedded in this short. Please click on it so you don't miss out. Hope to see you there.